It's going back and forth now. Already a few lead changes.
4 points for Deck coming off the bench. Now Guderic. Bielitsa. He goes in strong and gets blocked by Heyra. And now a charge called on Whelan. And now a technical foul has been called by Sergio Hernandez. Or called on Sergio Hernandez.
No, it's...
Hey, easy. Easy. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak. Don't make gesture. Speak. Speak. Are you listening?
This is crazy.
What's foul? What's of his foul? Easy. What's of his foul?
No,
Put that on the shelf.
No, it's open.
Okay, that's it.
We'll have another look at it. He took you there.
Well, yeah. All three refs are mic'd up, as you now know. And you heard the exchange. And obviously,
80% on the referee who does not call the technical foul does a good job lowering the coach tension. 20% on the referee who calls the offensive foul and the technical foul had approached the coach to explain the criteria. What do you think about that?
I guess the reaction of Sergio was wrong, and I think from some ref they make a technical foul, because I saw in the video and he run like 3 meters. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a reaction that can provoke another thing. But I think the ref was smart in that situation. He tried to calm down, and he handled it very well.
Julio?
I agree totally. Sometimes this type of play is difficult to us because we try that the referee who makes the decision or the big decision is not the same referee that calls the technical foul, as we are like working together. But in this play specifically, we have the play right next to the coach. So it's not easy that a referee who is arriving the other half of the court or is 15 meters away comes with a technical foul after the reaction. So in this case, I agree with the people. I agree with you that the referee who did not call comes, because if the coach continue arguing, then it might. Of course, he thinks that, hey, I argue you got a technical, but I still don't have any communication with any of you. So I agree with you. I agree with the people that he comes and then he comes down. It was a second period quarterfinal of the World Cup, so it's important for the coach. He was penalized for that reaction, but he still on the game, communicating with the referee when necessary.
Something that I said before, this is a perfect sample, and how to have that awareness and how to have the leadership to get involved quickly on the tough situations, because we can see, and I was that type of referees on my beginnings, where after we have this type of calls or reactions, we are like, where's the ball? So I'm going away from the play. I'm going away from the problems. Why? Because we are not trying, we don't want to be the persons who are, always on the spotlight, So this is the perfect sample of leadership and awareness on control of the game. And this is something that you cannot learn on the school, or you cannot learn on the books. It's something that you're learning with the experience game by game. And of course, something that we can mention right now. So we need to understand also, so the coaches and the players, they don't need to agree with our decisions. And this is the example, because Sergio is like expressing, I don't agree with the call. And no matter what you say, I don't agree with that. And this is something that Cristiano knows, but the intention is to cooling down him, speak to me, tell me what you think. And this is something that we need to to adopt to or refrain that, hey, tell me, okay, great, I'm gonna agree with the call. This is a really bad call, blah blah blah. Great, but we are cooling down the situation. We address the situation, and of course, as Julio said, so he already has a technical foul, so we cannot give him another one. So this is the, I mean, perfect example of leadership and awareness. Nothing else. That's all.
And also, a key point for the referees who are with us is, as he approached, the first thing he said was, don't make gestures, because that's how we begin the communication. We cannot communicate with the coach if the coach is making a lot of gestures, because the people are thinking something different than the thing we are talking about. So as I say, you don't make gestures, then we can start to communicate. So we don't make any scene in which everybody knows you are disagreeing, but you are not making those gestures that can create more tension during the communication. And the technology, the World Cup, you see how the referees were wired, and now we are able to listen what they say, so we can learn from these great experiences.
And something to say, Julio.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the reaction of the players too make another, like the support, the reaction of the player make us to react like Sergio did, and sometimes we do it because we try to, hey, pay attention to your call of my team, or to be partial to the other team. And sometimes then come up and before that call, some ref call to the favor, 3 calls to the favor to the other team, and then you realize